In cybersecurity, proving what you can do is, well, it's everything. Today, we're going to break down one of the absolute best ways to do just that, the eCPPT, the Certified Professional Penetration Tester certification. So if you're serious about validating your hands-on hacking skills, you're in the right place. So, you've put in the hours, right? Countless hours in labs. You know your way around the tools, but how do you actually prove to an employer that you can do the job? It's a classic problem for anyone trying to level up in offensive security. Because in this field, let's be honest, theory only gets you so far. What really, truly matters is your practical, hands-on ability. Can you actually execute a full attack chain from start to finish? That's what companies are paying for, not just knowing the concepts. And that's exactly the gap that certifications like the eCPPT are built to fill. They're designed to be that tangible proof of your skills. So let's kick things off by digging into what the eCPPT really is. Okay, so the eCPPT is offered by INE Security. And while it's been around for a while, it just got a massive overhaul that makes it one of the most relevant, modern, hands-on certs you can get heading into 2025. At its heart, the eCPPT is all about one thing: validating that you can perform a comprehensive real-world penetration test. We're talking the whole shebang, from the initial recon all the way to pivoting through a network and owning the main assets. It measures what you can do, not what you can memorize for a multiple-choice test. And, the way this exam has evolved really shows where the industry is heading. The old version, it was a multi-day marathon that ended with you writing a massive report. The modern eCPPT is a whole different beast. It's a streamlined, 24-hour, single-session exam that is completely auto-graded. That means no report writing, and you get your results in hours. It's all about pure technical execution. So, who should be looking at this? Well, it's a perfect fit if you've got a couple of years in security already. It's an amazing next step for sysadmins or SOC analysts who are ready to jump into the offensive side. And for anyone who's already passed the EJPT, this is absolutely the definitive bridge to becoming a pro-level pen tester. All right, so what does it actually take to pass this thing? Let's dive into the official exam blueprint and see what we're up against. Just looking at these domain weights tells you the entire story. Active Directory makes up a massive 30% of your score. Post-exploitation is another 25%. You do the math, that's 55% of your total grade right there. And trust me, that weighting is very intentional. It's a direct reflection of what's critical in real-world corporate networks. So, this means your study plan has a very clear priority. You have to master Active Directory and post-exploitation, things like Kerberos abuse, privilege escalation, lateral movement. These aren't just bonus skills. They are the absolute core of what it takes to pass this exam. Now for the logistics. It's a 24-hour, hands-on lab. But here's a really key detail. It's a constrained environment. You're not going to have unlimited internet access, so you need to have all your notes and scripts prepped and ready to go offline. Your voucher is good for 180 days, and, thankfully, it includes one free retake just in case. Okay, knowing what's on the exam is step 1. Step 2 is having a rock-solid plan to get ready. So let's walk through a structured 8-week study plan that makes this goal feel totally achievable. We're going to break this down into manageable chunks. Weeks 1 and 2, you're building a strong foundation in recon and the basics of exploit dev. Weeks 3 and 4, this is the most critical part. You need to do a deep dive into Active Directory. Set up a lab and just live in it. Week 5, you pivot to web application attacks. Then, week 6 is all about pressure testing your skills with full-timed mock exams. And those last 2 weeks, that's for polishing your weaker spots and working on your speed. On exam day, it's all about execution. You've got to have your entire workflow ready to go offline. Block out your time, keep those domain weights somewhere you can see them, and make your #1 priority finding a way into that Active Directory environment. And document everything cleanly, because that autograder can be very, very precise. Which brings us to the big question, right? Is the eCPT actually worth all the time, the effort, and the money? Let's weigh the investment against the career rewards. Let's be real about the cost. You'll need an INE subscription for the training materials and labs, and then there's the exam voucher itself. But here's a pro tip. INE runs sales and offers bundles all the time that combine the exam with a few months of access. That can be a super cost-effective way to do it. So, what's the payoff? This certification is a direct line to roles like penetration tester, red teamer, and offensive security engineer.
It gives you that strong technical validation that hiring managers for these kinds of jobs are desperate to see, especially for internal network security. So what happens after you pass? Well, your shiny new eCPPT certification is valid for 3 years. That's pretty much the industry standard, and it makes sure that everyone holding the cert stays current in this crazy, fast-moving field. So how do you keep it active?
Renewing it is actually really straightforward. You'll just need to earn 36 continuing education credits over those 3 years and pay a small renewal fee. Or, if you're still on your learning journey, just passing a higher level INE cert renews it automatically. Easy. You know, when it comes down to it, the value of the eCTTP is simple. It validates the practical, hands-on skills that employers are hiring for right now. It's a credential that proves you can do more than just talk the talk. You can actually walk into a real enterprise network and get the job done. So, we've covered what it is, what's on the exam, how to study for it, and what it's worth. You now have the complete blueprint for success. The only question left is the eCPPT your next move?